Hello, Twitch and YouTube. Welcome to the very first episode of a new shindig that I'm doing. It's going to be called Dice of Misfortune. That's what we decided, right?
Yes.
Right. Yep. Just so that I'm on the same page. We're on episode 31, but I think we all agree that this is a good starting point in terms of story, to kind of know what's happening. But we will catch you guys up. So we will start with actually, I guess the recap, I think would be the better. And then we'll do some player introductions. So... No, he's not doing it. Where's your voice?
Alright, so welcome to Dice of Misfortune. We have a couple of recapped characters here that we just want to go over for everyone. I suppose, do we have any volunteers to start?
We were going to do the recap.
Ruby was going to do the recap first.
You volunteered.
Absolutely. Well, Ruby, would you like to catch us up?
Sure. So we've got a lot to cover, and there was lots of twists and turns, but the first band of adventurers started when they were all hired separately to escort a caravan between Nasus and Kingshold. During that time period, we ran into a little bit of a mystery as we started to discover that there was ooze around the continent of Maros. We managed to discover that this was due to some type of being that had been transported from a different plane into our own. We also, unfortunately, lost some friends along the way, but as we were starting to figure out what this entity was doing in our plane, a magical event happened that we have come to know as the Singularity. The Singularity was very confusing to a lot of us because it brought together a lot of parallel universes and put it all together after a big battle was fought by a different band of adventurers. As we started to explore our new world, we ran into a mage in a tower that we may have freed accidentally.
Boo.
Whose name was Rob.
We don't like him.
Unfortunately, after we met Rob, more friends were lost. But as we started to work our way away from from Kingshold and started to go towards Greycrest, we started to gain some new friends, which you will meet in a little bit. In the meantime, though, we got ourselves into a little bit of trouble. In Greycrest, we decided to help a man out who asked us for a vial of poison to avoid his mother-in-law. And we got caught up in a very strange situation in which we were wanted. The entire party were wanted, and the town guard managed to capture 2 of the members, and the rest of the party joined a coup that was done by the Blackhawks, which was a thieves guild in Greycrest. After we managed to take the city back from the guards and put the Blackhawks into power, one of our dear friends, Sora, was taken away. And while we fought hard to try to get her back, she unfortunately has been kidnapped, and there is a little bit of obscurity about her fate. Following this, we talked to the Blackhawks in order to try to devise a way to get our friend Sora back. And we have been contracted by the Blackhawks to sell to the city of Shen and to kind of fight some orcs. And there are several party members who have a little bit of bad blood with orcs. But we are currently in the middle of trying to gain favor with the Shen while rescuing the son of the Emperor and trying to figure out a way for all of this to help us with our own endeavors, especially with our friend Sora.
All right.
Nice.
Woo!
All right, that was a wonderful session, everyone.
And we're done. Cut. Well, thank you for that recap. I hope you guys kind of know what has been going on so far. And I guess we can proceed to introductions. I am your Dungeon Master, Dimitri, also known as Knight of Misfortune. And this is my channel, so you know about me. And this is the world that I've created of Maros, so you've probably seen it in my other YouTube videos, but it's a continuation story off of that. And I guess we'll do clockwise?
Starting with you.
Yeah, I tried to arrange the little icons around the screen you guys see, so I'm here.
Should we put our characters in front of where we are?
Yeah, sure. I guess that works.
It's actually a great idea.
I don't have a character. I have a microphone.
Yes, we do. We have Eliora.
You're gonna
Oh yeah, true. Yes, I
Yeah,
have
you've got the little
Eliora on a
carry
card.
us.
There we go. All right. So yeah,
I wasn't in screen.
starting with you.
My name's Abby, and I'm playing my character Draeer, which is right here. And she is a Heian.
Yes.
What is she?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. A Heian, which is very similar to a Shatterkai, Shadow Elf. And this is my second session playing as her, so...
You're formerly Sora.
I am formerly
Formerly
Sora.
known as Sora, the Blue
The artist.
Dragonborn,
Yeah.
whose fate is right now unknown.
TBD.
TBD. There we go. Is there anything else you'd like to tell people about?
What's your sign?
My sign.
Are you an asparagus?
A flimsy okra.
That sounds good.
What's your chess record?
She is a sorcerer. I don't know. Are we saying class? Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's on there. They
Okay.
see it, so
Okay.
yeah.
She is a sorcerer, and she's quite quirky.
Your max HP is quite exciting.
69.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. It's the law.
She loves dogs.
There we go. Yeah, that's actually a big. I don't want to spoil it, but that's a big part of her backstory.
But yeah, what drives her is her mentor disappeared, and she has a note left from him that has a magic seal with a tracer. So she's been spending her time searching for him.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you for the wonderful introduction. I guess it's my turn next.
Yes, sir.
All right. So my name is Chris. I will be playing our loving leader of the party, Varys. So Varys is average height woods elf. Unfortunately, lost his parents when he was little. What drives him is he's always looking for family, something to bond with, and he had found that family initially, but we've lost quite a few members, and so there's a lot of rage. Yeah, we haven't lost Pico at all, and it's a relationship, but it's hey, don't give me that look. But Varys, as you'll come to find out, is not really sure what the word to describe him will be. Quirky's not a great word, but possibly extremely charming. That's a great word.
Yes.
He's extremely charming. Slightly racist, and so I do apologize for some things.
Orcs.
Only against orcs and humans.
And that's their fault, really.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, Varys' parents were slain by orcs. And so, of course, he kind of really doesn't like them too much. He's great with a bow, and he likes shooting through windows. Other than that, he typically... I know, right? It's a great kill. Other than that, though, he typically carries around a few beasts with him. You'll come to find that he is a loving pet owner. He is questionably single, ladies. We're undecided on that one, so if anybody out there does like Varys, I mean, there's... we can definitely talk.
As long as you're not an orc.
Yeah, as long as you're not an orc or a human.
Are you on Wood Elves Mingle?
No, not Mingle, but we are on Farmers Only.
Oh, okay.
So,
Wood Elves Only?
That's right, Wood Elves Only. Other than that, though, looking forward to playing with everyone.
All right.
Okay, hi, I'm Blake. I'm playing Bloom Carrington. I'm the second newest to our group, but I'm the newest to Dungeons and Dragons. So Bloom, she is a forest gnome and she's a rogue. She's pretty sneaky and stealthy. She can really break into anything that she needs to when she needs to, and she's happy to do it for other people too. Her family, like Varys, was also killed by orcs, so we've really been bonding over that. And her brother, his body wasn't recovered, so she thinks that he might be still alive, and she is pursuing orcs to kind of get her vengeance and get information about the possibility of having her brother back. She's just looking for family. She's looking for people to bond with, and so that's really something she does not like to be alone at all, and it's kind of something that can come back to bite her if she feels she's a little bit dependent on having people around and having what she considers a family. So and yeah, she asks too many questions, and she's kind of like annoyingly nice to most people, but that's pretty much her.
All right. Thank you for that.
My character goes by Biko or Biko or Biko, whichever you're most comfortable with. He's a halfling monk who can run really fast, and his whatever is Way of the Long Death, and he really likes to go down. He really likes to almost die.
Go down or go down? What?
Roll for performance.
He really likes to what?
He brushes against death quite often. Knock on wood, because I don't want to jinx it. He is a researcher who he believes that you can examine organs and find out if someone's good or not, which we all know is not true, but Biko doesn't know that. That cart was Biko's until we lost it because of the drama that happened before we took over the town. We need to get that cart back. Biko likes to collect books, and he likes to be pushed in the cart while reading a book because he's short and his legs don't move as fast as everyone else. So really, the cart is to help everyone else. It's not for Biko.
But he can move the farthest?
Look, don't think about it too hard. Yeah, I don't really... Biko's personality, he likes to drink a lot, and he believes that you drink alcohol to hydrate. He's small, but with a big attitude.
Cheers to that.
All right.
And a big dick. And that's it.
Cool.
Hi, I'm Ruby, and I'm playing Kaylin. Kaylin is a tiefling cleric who grew up believing wholeheartedly in Lunitari, this world's goddess of nature. She was a very naive little thing when she joined the party, but has quickly come to learn a lot of the hardships of life, and she is undergoing some changes because she is learning a lot of things, and especially about death. There has been a lot of party members that we've lost, She has become a little weary of strangers now, but she's starting to kind of find the balance. She's still pretty naive, but she's, trying to figure out how to live the world outside of a temple.
Okay. Alrighty, and I am Nick, and I am playing Dawn Thundermeadow, the Silvari Sorceress Cleric. Silvari, by the way, in this world is just this world's version of an Eladrin. She has quite a bit of an attitude, is learning to love to paint, is possibly single,
Hey, Don.
and and if you were to ask her much about her past, she will tell you she does not remember much of it. Not yet, at least.
All right.
I forgot to add one thing. Biko's character is the only member of the original party that has not died.
Oh, fair call.
Varys died but came back in the Singularity.
Right.
Sora...
We're not too
that happened a
sure.
couple sessions ago. Biko is the only one that has not died yet.
All right, no need to brag.
Caitlin's gone down. But she
Not
was
original
also not
party.
part of the party
Yeah.
either. Yeah. Card time?
Oh yeah. You're gonna do a tarot draw.
So yeah, we have a tradition at our table where at the beginning of every session we have a sort of tarot card deck. It's double-sided, has a good omen and a bad omen, typically. Ish, something like that. I don't know.
Something like
The
that.
two sides go together.
I'll put it
But
here so you can draw from here.
We like to draw at the beginning and see what our omen for the session is.
It will lie to your face. Fuck fear.
All right,
Beautiful.
Fuck fear. It will lie to your face.
let's be fearless.
Please
All
don't
right.
take my fingerprints off that. Y'all hear about that?
No.
This guy on the deep web posted, or this dude posted, I don't know if it's deep web, but this guy posted a picture of like some weed in his hand, and so they lifted, like a dealer online, so they lifted his fingerprints off the picture and arrested him.
That's crazy.
So now people are like scrubbing out their fingerprints when they post online.
Just file my fingers in.
So it gets crazier and crazier.
Burn him.
A little bit of
Gloves.
IRL topical news.
All right. Well, before we begin, actually we would normally begin, but I wanted to say that we do use some homebrew rules, which I've been developing over the past several years, and I'll probably end up sharing the file with you guys eventually to what those are. But not everything, obviously, will be based on D&D rules. So just keep that in mind. And I guess there's one more thing that I wanted to say, but I forgot. So I'll just do it if it becomes applicable. So last time we left off with the players just finished a big combat with a lookout of orcs, or basically a scouting party of orcs, I guess. And they decided to take a rest in the bushes in the forest off to the side. And we left off just as the new day began, and you guys were not disturbed throughout the whole night.
All right.
And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's Moon Day, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Perfect. So, as Dawn finishes her meditation, she kind of sits down on her bottom and just in place with her knees up to her chest, does a couple little spins on her bottom in her normal weekly ritual to Moon Day.
The spinning is done. You're on your butt and you spin horizontally.
Clockwise, yeah.
Clockwise. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Naturally, like the moon.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to do counterclockwise. That's
That doesn't make
that's
any
the opposite,
sense.
right?
Yeah.
It goes against
Just
the
makes no
teachings.
sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
So, clockwise, yeah.
I totally understand and can picture this.
Of
yeah.
course.
Yes.
So Kaylin, being one of the few party members who needs a full night's rest wakes up much later.
Okay.
Alright guys, so what are we doing about the orcs?
We're going to kill them, right?
That's what I understood.
Sounds good to me.
Well, like, if I remember correctly, we still have to, like, find the Emperor's son. The little lion boy.
Oh, yeah.
But remember, they don't like to be called cat people. It's a thing. They're Shen. The little Shen Emperor boy.
Gotcha.
What time is it?
Morning. You just woke up.
Okay.
So probably the break of daylight, so
6 a.m.
6-ish.
Pico's
yeah.
gonna
Break of
stretch.
dawn, maybe?
Sure.
Boo.
-1 inspiration.
Pico's gonna stretch, and then he's gonna go into the bag of holding and get a hydration for the day, and gonna get a bottle of wine. He's just gonna take a swig of it and offer it to anyone else. Like, anyone need to hydrate
I'll
before we go?
pass. I need to stay clear of mine for the task at hand.
I've got water, thanks, Pico.
Yeah, I'll take some. Dawn grabs it and takes a big swig.
Because we can do that because there's no COVID.
Correct.
Well, you can't say that. We'll get demonetized.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, you guys, those 4 orcs that we fought last time were really strong, and they had that weird plant orc thing that, like, I couldn't do my spells. I don't really know how to function without my spells.
So, after that kind of run-in with them yesterday, I'm kind of thinking we change our plan up a little bit. I know, like, we're usually the most tactical, but I think we should try to be a little more tactical this time. I think the biggest thing is, if we find any more of those weird Orby plants, we're going to have to get those first. And I don't think us spellcasters are going to be the ones that are going to be able to do it.
I'm sure I could run in and break it and run out.
Who killed it last time?
I did. I stabbed it with my trident.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll do that. We'll have people run it and kick it.
That's not quite a trident, but we could try.
Destruction.
Maybe Eliora and I can go first, since we're the rogue.
Now, would it be a good idea to kind of scout out to see what we're up against exactly? That way we can really make a plan of attack here to get the Shin Boy out and kind of, take care of business.
Maybe Varys and I should go.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think we could really
You're pretty sneaky.
take care of business.
I can be quiet sometimes.
No
like-
windows.
No windows this time.
Like, that's great and all, but, listen, you guys have kind of a grudge, a hatred, the whole...
I wouldn't say that.
Listen, you guys were going in for Gather side. Like, I think we need to be a little less instantly violent.
How about I go up because I have all the movement, so whenever I see him, I can look around, get some information, and then I can run back.
I've got movement too.
Not as much as me.
My legs are longer.
You want to do a race right now?
I can hide better than both of you.
I'm
can
small.
hide better than both of you. I think I should go.
Look at my token compared to everyone else. I'm small.
Being
So are
young
you.
doesn't put it to bloom.
Yeah, it's like you missed one.
Knocks it over.
As a note, also overnight, I would have raised a direwolf again.
Okay.
Your ear is petting the dark.
Wait, so can you clarify for our audience what animal that is and also its name?
Yes, this is wolf. It's a wolf.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm
One more
at
time.
that. What?
I don't need to prove anything to you. You heard me.
So if I remember correctly, we went south to find the hidden campsite.
Yes.
So we need to go east.
Back.
We need to go back up towards the thing and then go east from there, or was it north from there? I don't
We
remember
go-
where the tracks went.
We'd go north to the thing, right? So the watchtower, so then we would put it on camera, and then we would go from there to...
Yeah, just I guess I guess like we should just go back to the tower, probably be as careful as possible because I imagine they might be sending somebody out there. And then Varys, maybe you could find the tracks, follow the tracks.
I mean, I possibly could, but wouldn't you think they would have retaken the tower again? So going back there, I mean, it's a good vantage point. So going back there, we might run into more of them.
Well, the thing is, the tower's almost kind of completely destroyed.
So what if we continued towards their encampment but stayed in the forest?
I think that would be great. I just think it would be harder to track them. We don't have the tracks from the giant wolf thing that he rode out on.
We can have one of us follow the tracks, everyone else in the wood next to them.
Well, I'm not saying that I've got a favorite enemy, but if I did have a favored enemy, it would be an orc. So tracking may be a little bit easier.
So we can have him track, and he can walk along the tracks, and then we can just be in the woods, and if they approach him, then we can surprise and...
DM, remind me, is there even much like woods around us, or is it pretty...
Where you went a little bit off. The tower was by itself, kind of not surrounded by any trees, but where you are, it becomes much more shrubbery and much more tree. There's many more trees there.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you wanted to stay kind of concealed, it would be possible, yeah.
Okay.
For the most part.
We could just walk like along the tree line, like almost out, but just right under the coverage. That way, if we need to help him run out, we can.
Sure.
Yeah? We all agree?
Kaylin?
Yeah.
Eliora?
Praying still.
Kaylin, if we do this, are you going to be able to make us extra sneaky again?
Yeah, I can do it for a little while. So, I think if we start feeling like we're getting closer to them, that's when we should use it. I've been playing with a spell. I think I might be able to figure out where they are.
How long does haste last again?
A minute.
Okay.
I think 1 minute.
One?
Pretty sure.
That's 10 rounds of combat.
Although just 10
Yeah, up to 1
rounds.
minute.
10 rounds is pretty good.
So this is again within 1,000 feet. I think we talked about last time. So they have to be pretty close.
Yeah.
This is less than a mile, but yes.
It's much less. It's like a fifth of a mile.
Yeah.
But it's
1,000 feet.
lasts up for an hour, though.
Yeah.
So you're basically detecting. Anyway, you're basically turning yourself into one of those Lord of the Rings blades that are.
Like a
So if we got
radar.
within 1,000
Ruby's gonna
feet,
start being glowing blue.
Orcs are near.
Could you specifically locate the Shen Prince because you saw his jewelry?
I could switch over to try to locate him after we locate the encampment. But this spell, I really have to concentrate for this spell, so I don't think I can do a whole lot at the same time.
You can at least lead us toward our target.
Yeah, I mean, we should still start. I think we should still track first because I mean this lasts an hour, but we don't know how far the encampment is.
How much does
Okay,
it-
then Varys, start tracking.
All right. Well, I suppose we can start tracking away then. Does anybody have anything from the orcs that I can maybe sniff? You know?
I don't.
I imagine I have some blood on me.
Okay.
But-
Well,
Before we start heading off, I'm just gonna periodically just cast guidance on him.
Is that a cantrip?
Yeah.
That's nice.
So I'm just gonna periodically cast guidance on him as we're going.
So the plan is Varys is going out of the
Are
woods.
you going by yourself?
yeah, so the plan is that Varys is going to go out of the woods and he's going to attempt to trap the orcs, and then the party is going to stay close by Varys in the woods.
Okay,
just in
never
case
mind then.
Varys is
Yeah, so you
Never
can't.
mind then, yeah.
That wouldn't work. You can do it initially, but
Right.
yeah.
Last for a minute. Probably not worth it.
Well, Don, you're all the guidance I need anyways.
Well, I mean, it's really Rawless, but, you know.
Tick for tack. All right, well, I suppose I could start, tracking for us as the leader here.
Nope. No leader.
So I'm gonna just try to look around and just try to gain a general